Today on Public Eye News, NMU hosts events for its students' futures and well-being. We also have an update on the ongoing government shutdown.
K-Bob Rodell brings us a look ahead for NMU sports, and Ross Ray has our frigid forecast. Hi, I'm Mason Walls.
And I'm Jillian Wormlinger, and this is Public Eye News. Northern Michigan University will host its 19th annual Summer Employment Fair, which will take place from 1 to 4 p.m. on Wednesday, February 13th. The fair is open to both students and alumni. It provides an opportunity to explore summer and part-time jobs as well as internships. Employers interested in participating can register via Handshake. The deadline for registration and payment is 5 p.m. on Wednesday, February 6th. And the annual Wildcat Wellness Health Fair at NMU will be held from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. on Tuesday, February 12th at the University Center Great Lakes Rooms. It is free for NMU faculty, staff, and students. The fair will offer a variety of health screenings and displays, including blood pressure, body fat assessments, substance abuse, and more. The fair is a project of the Health Promotion Society, an organization devoted to promoting health and wellness in the campus and surrounding community.
According to the Michigan Department of Transportation, M28 has been reopened in both directions as of 12:38 p.m. this afternoon. The road was closed from Chocolate Township to Munising due to blowing snow early yesterday evening. For any future updates on area roads, you can always check out the MDOT Twitter page. And Michigan State Troopers of the Negaunee Post responded to a two-vehicle crash on US 41 near Brebner Road in Negaunee Township. Police determined that an 81-year-old male from Sands Township driving eastbound in a 2004 Toyota Avalon attempted a left turn and drove right into oncoming traffic. The Toyota was then struck by a westbound 2006 Chevy Colorado driven by a 57-year-old Champion man. A 78-year-old passenger in the Toyota was killed from injuries sustained, and both drivers were transported to UP Health System Marquette for treatment. Names will be released after next of kin notification.
Yesterday, volunteers spent time preparing for the NOKUTAN Ski Marathon by stuffing bags at the NMU Superior Dome. 1,300 skiers are expected to take part in the 21st annual race this weekend, and 600 volunteers make this event possible. The bags will be given to the competitors tonight at the Ski Expo, which is being hosted in the Superior Dome. The items in the bag are provided by the event's sponsors. And a downstate man has been arrested on murder charges connected to the death of an Upper Michigan man. The man is Richard Sprague of Shelbyville, who is charged with open murder. According to authorities, 79-year-old Jeffrey Burnett of Chippewa County was killed sometime between late evening hours of January 23rd and early morning of January 24th in Kinross. A status conference is scheduled for April 4th in Chippewa County District Court. And after the break, we'll be back with your national and international news.
A no-nonsense nun suspects a priest of abusing a boy.
What do you do when you're not sure?
But did he? Doubt. John Patrick Shanley turned his Tony and Pulitzer-winning play into an opera with music by Douglas J. Cuomo, starring Christine Brewer, Matthew Worth, and Denise Graves. Don't miss Doubt from Minnesota Opera on Great Performances.
Tonight at 9 on Public TV 13.
Welcome back. Trusted confidant of President Donald Trump, Roger Stone, was arrested early this morning by the FBI. The arrest comes as part of a criminal case which revealed senior members of the Trump campaign tried to benefit from the release of hacked emails damaging to Hillary Clinton. The 7-count indictment is the first criminal case in months from the special counsel, Robert Mueller. Stone appeared in court this morning in shackles and was released on a $250,000 bond as he chose not to enter a plea. Stone blasted the special counsel's Russia probe, calling it a, quote, politically motivated and he was falsely accused. And President Trump announced a deal with congressional leaders this afternoon to end the partial government shutdown. Mola Lengi reports from Capitol Hill.
From the Rose Garden Friday, President Trump announced his support for a continuing resolution that would end the partial government shutdown.
In a short while, I will sign a bill to open our government for 3 weeks until February 15th. I will make sure that all employees receive their back pay very quickly.
The announcement comes on the 35th day of the shutdown as senators from both parties worked on a proposal to reopen the government temporarily while border security talks continue.
Over the next 21 days, I expect that both Democrats and Republicans will operate in good faith.
The bipartisan cooperation comes after 2 competing bills to end the shutdown failed to pass the Senate Thursday.
The motion is not agreed to.
The FAA reported flight delays because of staffing shortages along the East Coast Friday. Air traffic controllers and airport security agents have been working without pay since the shutdown began. Mola Lengi, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
The Venezuelan opposition leader who has declared himself interim president appeared in public today for the first time in days. He vowed to remain on the streets to usher in a transitional government, while President Nicolas Maduro dug in and accused his opponents of orchestrating a coup. Maduro spoke before a room of journalists and declared what he called a coup against his government. The troubled South American nation has plunged into a new chapter of political turmoil this week after tens of thousands of Venezuelans took to the streets demanding Maduro step down. Maduro has been increasingly accused of undemocratic behavior and has presided over skyrocketing inflation, a collapsing economy, and widespread shortages of basic goods. And you may have seen them zipping around your neighborhood. Now new research shows these popular electric scooters are sending many people to the emergency room with serious injuries. Stella Escobedo has more.
Let's do it.
Joshua Burnett and his co-worker are commuting to their next meeting.
This is our second trip to Los Angeles in the last 2 months, and both times we've used them.
Electric scooters have become a popular way to get around in many cities. Now, new research shows 1 in 3 people involved in e-scooter accidents are injured badly enough to require emergency room treatment.
Range of different fractures, the wrist and forearm as well as the ankles. There were a lot of patients who came in with head injuries. Fortunately, for the most part, a majority of them suffered minor concussions, but 5 patients did have bleeding inside the brain.
The study from Ronald Reagan UCLA Medical Center looked at emergency room data on nearly 250 e-scooter riders and pedestrians involved in collisions. One scooter company called the report limited and said the number of injuries reported amounts to a small fraction of e-scooter rides.
With so many scooters here on the roads in Santa Monica, the city has launched a public safety campaign encouraging riders to have a valid driver's license, only ride on the street, not sidewalks, and wear a helmet.
In our study, we found that, only 4% of patients were actually documented to be wearing a helmet during the time of their injury. While electric scooters are easy, fun, convenient, and incredibly useful, they have to be taken seriously.
You have to be cautious of other people just like riding a bike or walking.
Shayna Specht says she feels safe using the scooters. She stays aware of her surroundings and how fast she's zipping along. Stella Escobedo, CBS News, Santa Monica, California.
People affected by the California wildfires could soon find themselves on the big screen. Director Ron Howard announced his plan to make a documentary about a Northern California's town's effort to rebuild. National Geographic documentary film said the project will focus on the Sierra Nevada foothills town of Paradise, California. Over 500,000 people were displaced and almost 15,000 homes were destroyed in November of 2018 from the fires. And after the break, we'll have your weather and sports. Stay with us.
On Masterpiece.
We've all been together a long time.
It's been such a long road. Can this really be the end of it? It's time to say farewell.
If reason fails, try force.
If you want to keep her up, you must let her go.
Oh my God. Everyone has a chance.
It's your moment. The final episode. We're sisters, and sisters have secrets. Downton Abbey, the final episode on Masterpiece.
Sunday night at 6 on Public TV 13.
And welcome back. My name is Ross Ray, and I'm here with your weather today. Looking behind us at our wonderful NMU campus, as you can see, there is tons of snow, but unfortunately the temperatures will not be causing that to melt anytime soon. Looking at our current conditions, it is partially sunny with a temperature of 1 degree, winds north at 8 miles per hour, and a barometric pressure of 29.94 and steady. Going on till later tonight, it's going to be partially cloudy with a low of -8, and our winds at west at 5 miles per hour. And then going on to tomorrow, it's going to be partially sunny again with a high of 7 and our wind southwest at 10 miles per hour. Looking at our UP, as you can see, it's covered in clouds today. We're going to start over here with Sault Ste. Marie at 3 degrees and cloudy, going over to Manistee at 6 and cloudy, Escanaba at partially cloudy and 4, and Menominee at 3 and partially cloudy as well. Going to our other half of the UP here, we have Iron Mountain at 1 degree and partially cloudy, all the way up to Ironwood at -5 and cloudy, all the way up to Houghton at -3 and snowy, and then come back to our wonderful Marquette, it is 1 degree and partially cloudy. Let's go on to our week ahead. On Sunday, we have a high of -1, low of -9 with some snow. On Monday, it's going to be a high of 4, low of -3, and mostly cloudy. And then on Tuesday, we're going to have a high of 4, low of -8, and cloudy. Well, Caleb, it's looking like a whiteout out there, but I hear you have another whiteout happening in basketball.
Absolutely, we're taking on Tech. Should be a good game, Ross.
Oh, yeah.
This Saturday, the Northern Michigan Wildcats will take on the Michigan Tech Huskies in men and women's basketball at 1 p.m. at the Barry Event Center in Marquette. The night has a whiteout theme, so all fans of NMU attending the game are encouraged to wear white. This will be the last home basketball game for the NMU in the month of January. As the last game of the month, they will play at Parkside on the 31st. For the game, the first 250 fans to enter the Barry will receive rally towels, and the first 50 students to sit courtside and meet Wildcat Willie will receive a free t-shirt. The Wildcats men's team is currently coming off a 2-win streak after defeating both Davenport and Grand Valley, while the women's team is coming off a 4-win streak that includes Ferris State and Lake Superior State wins. And things are heating up on the ice as this weekend the Wildcats will take on number 7 Minnesota State University Mankato at 7 p.m. both Friday and Saturday. The Wildcats are coming off a 6-win streak as they attained over break after winning all of their games in Alaska and also beating Ferris State. Mankato is having another good year as they have a current record of 19 wins to 6 losses and 1 tie. The Wildcats have a lot on their hands if they want to beat the number 7 ranked team. Puck drop is at 7 p.m. tonight. Puck and player tracking is coming to the NHL next season. Commissioner Gary Bettman announced the news today during All-Star Weekend in San Jose, California. The league is partnering with Jogmo World Corp to put microchips in the players' jerseys and inside game pucks. The NHL will join the NFL as the 2 major North American professional sports leagues with wearable tracking technology. Well, we just got done with New Year's. A lot of people intoxicated over the new season, and I hear we have a woman who got strangely intoxicated.
Yeah, Caleb, it's a pretty vanilla story. A woman in Connecticut has been charged with driving under the influence after police say she was drunk on vanilla extract. Reports say that New Canaan police found Stephanie Warner-Grice sitting in a car at an intersection with her eyes closed at 4:45 p.m. Officers said there were several bottles of pure vanilla extract inside the vehicle, and they arrested her after she failed a sobriety test. And a 47-year-old English woman has now seen both sides of Twitter as she shares a name with American football player Dee Ford. Dee Ford of England said her phone was buzzing nonstop from the angry tweets from Kansas City Chiefs fans due to his critical late penalty in the AFC Championship game. 5 years ago, someone tagged Dee in a tweet that was meant to congratulate Auburn player Dee Ford for being the MVP of the Senior Bowl. And that is all the time today on Public Eye News. Join us again on Monday.
The preceding program was produced in studios located in the Edgar L. Hardin Learning Resources Center by WNMU-TV, Northern Michigan University Public Television.